Another week.
Some
Here
peas in
we
the pod.
are.
The peas in the pod.
Two peas on a freaking pod.
We're in here.
Um,
Let us out. Let us out.
we went with wildly different aesthetics for our backgrounds.
Yeah,
You need to send that to me.
I I will. I
I
will.
went with my beloved baby girl, Jeff Buckley. It was his
Yeah.
birthday today.
Oh, was it his birthday today?
56. He's actually he was a year older than my mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was born in 1966 and my mom was 1967,
Oh,
which I did not know.
they
Which is
could have
like
dated.
that's weird to think because like since he died young, like
Yeah,
I'm
he's
only used to seeing him like
immortalized as
that.
being young. Yeah.
So it's like he's only ever like maybe 30s or whatever.
Yeah.
And like I'm so it's like in my head my mom is older, but she's literally younger than him. Very weird. Also, it was Martin Scorsese's birthday today.
It's everyone's birthday today.
Oh my god, it literally was everyone's birthday. Rachel McAdams.
Oh my God. Okay,
Like
Rachel.
it was literally everyone's freaking birthday
November
today.
17th. Okay, Scorpios. Is it
Late
Scorpio season?
Scorpios. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still Scorpio season.
Yeah, because my grandma's birthday is in 3 days and she's a Scorpio.
Hmm. It's
Mhm.
almost the greatest season though.
You're right. Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
You and my little sister.
Oh my god, that's right. My she is.
Yes, she is. Oh my
That
God.
I
Twinsies.
always forget and then I find out again and then I'm like that makes so much
Mhm.
sense. She's
Yeah,
so mean.
right. Um,
Um what was your week like? You're like
my
out of
week-
frame, girl.
yeah, I know. I love it though. I love being like a little head in the corner. Well, hang up Fluttershy over here. Okay, in the compressor. My week, I started a new job. It's in
Yes.
retail, and that's what I've been doing. Very boring stuff. I haven't been doing anything exciting. Just like in the capitalist grind, I guess. Getting the coin, as they say, for $12 an
Yes.
hour, selling
Not
my
too
time.
bad.
Well, it's not great either.
I think
Anyway,
I think where I am, it's not that much more.
yeah. Well, what they're paying me is kind of low, because like I was making more at another job, and then it's like the same kind of job, and so I'm like, but it's easy stuff.
It's a
But yeah,
start.
yeah, I guess it's a start, but it's more like a downgrade than a
Yeah,
start.
but I mean, you could see it as like a stepping stone and just like you could keep looking and just keep this for now just to have some money in your pocket.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's
Hmm.
a seasonal position, so they're not going to keep me anyway. Or they might.
They
I don't
might.
know. They might
You
because
still look.
yeah, maybe. I mean, I put in some applications for some other places too, but no one
Yeah,
called
see what
back.
happens.
Yeah. Anyway, how was your week?
My week was certainly something.
Certainly
Um, oh boy,
certainly
do I
something.
have tea?
Oh,
So at my job, which I've told about a million times, it is like a social club. So there's memberships to worry about. And this time of year is usually when all of the memberships go due. So we get a lot of like traffic of people sending in their like invoices and like checks and calling to like renew and stuff like that. So it's very busy. I personally have a lot to do. Everyone has a lot to do. Um, and also this is like prime event season, I guess. We do this thing called inductions, which is like for the social club I work for, they have like pins and ribbons and stuff like that that they hand out to each of the new members, and depending on what rank they are, like if they get promoted and stuff like that. So now like this time of year is a prime time that people tend to do it. And
mm,
so we've had like one after another, and the problem is that we had like a limited amount of like materials. So, and there was like a mix up, I guess, with like ordering stuff from like our headquarters in France. So we don't have as much materials as we should and as we want. And we were supposed to get a shipment this week, but we still have not received that. So we're like low, like we're very low. But part of my job is like preparing those ribbons, like putting the necessary pins on them and getting them ready and stuff like that. And I'm also handling, I have to do like an inventory count on certain items for my boss. And I'm also worrying about new member applications and also renewals, and just among other things. So it's like the phone's ringing every 5 seconds, and like I'm entering applications and promotions and putting pins on ribbons. Like I have stacks of ribbons to put pins on, and counting inventory and doing all this stuff, right? So I'm pretty busy. I have a lot of responsibilities. For some reason, and I've talked about this coworker on the pod before. Um, this one coworker of mine, she has somehow got it in her little sick mind that I don't do anything. So she
Whoa.
directs like busy work to me, or she like shirks stuff that she doesn't want to do onto me because
Is this
she
the one that paces
perceives.
around?
Yes, it's the
Okay.
same one.
Okay.
So this so yesterday, I think it was. Um yeah, it was yesterday. So my boss, who I actually work under, she gave this invoice for this member who had put like their card info on the invoice, but the like 3-digit security code, like they put the wrong number, so they had to get the right number and stuff like that. And they put like four numbers or something. And my boss had tried different combinations of those, like different combinations of three of those numbers, but nothing was working. So my boss was like, okay. And she gave that to the coworker that paces a lot. I'm trying to think of like a nickname so it makes it easier. What should we call her? Pacer. So my boss gives Pacer the invoice with the information on it, explains the issue, how she tried all these different combinations of the security code, nothing was working. So Pacer needs to call the member to get these 3 digits. That's all she needs to do. She just needs to make a phone call to the member, get the 3 digits in order to process this up. Pacer's job is the finances. That is literally her job. Her job entails getting payment from members and acquiring that, putting that through, and stuff like that. And also, this whole week, she's kind of been sneaking off to the mailroom because we work on a college campus. So she's been going off to the mailroom, getting all the mail, and like, what's the word? Monopolizing all the renewal forms.
Hmm.
So like she takes them all, she takes them to her office, she doesn't give anyone else them. And then she complains to our main boss that she does more renewal forms than anyone else. So
Oh.
we're like, well, we can't do them if you don't give them to us.
She sounds like a mega bitch.
She is. So it gets worse. So
Okay.
she's doing that. And so she gets this invoice, right, from my boss. My boss gives it to her to handle. She does exactly what my boss told her that she already did. And then she takes the invoice, she comes to my office, and she goes, "Oh, the security code for this is wrong. You have to call the member and get the 3 digits. I tried these four numbers and they didn't work." And I was like, mind you, I had just put like I had was like eating a snack at the time, so I just put like a snack in my mouth, so like I had food in my mouth. And I was like, and I was doing like three different things. Like I clearly had like a stack of papers on my desk. I had all these papers on my desk and I was answering emails and like I had all this stuff going on. And I was like, I didn't even say yes. She didn't even come in asking if I was like available to do that. Like I had other shit to do. So I get up, I take the invoice. Like I kept getting stuff to do. Like I kept getting tasks. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to get to this because there are things that I need to do now, and they're going to take time. This is not urgent. So I take the invoice, and I had made a joke to my coworker, who's like my age. She's like 1 or 2 years older than me. So we kind of like stick together because we get each other. So I make a joke to her and I'm like, why would she give me this? Um, it's busy work. Like, I don't have the time to do this. And she's like, yeah, because she perceives that you don't do anything. It's so stupid, even though she's the one that does busy work. Anyways, so I make that joke to her. I go to my coworker Pacer, and I very politely give her the invoice, and I'm like, listen, or I'm holding the invoice, I have it with me, and I'm like, listen, I have a lot to take care of today. I don't think I'll be able to get to this. Like, she barely lets me get that out of my mouth before she goes, well, it's your job, right? I'll do it anyway. And she snatches it from my hand. And I was like, okay. She's like, yeah, okay. And I just walk away.
Oh,
I was like,
play.
what? So I go to my coworker who I made the joke to. I very quietly, in a feverish whisper, curse this lady out. I was like, what is your issue? Literally, what is your problem? Like, that is so unnecessary. I have never addressed her in such a way that would warrant that reaction. That is so rude. I am, and I told my coworker what happened. She's like, you have to make a formal complaint because that is like not it. And I was
No.
like, exactly. So I went and I made a formal complaint to my boss, and I sent her an email and everything. And actually, while I was typing up the email, she had come into my office asking about something. And she was like, what did you say to her that made her react that way? It's a small office. There's only 5 of us, so you can hear.
Mm.
And I was like, you want to know what I said to her? I politely went up to her and said, listen, I have a lot to take care of. I don't think I'll be able to get to this. And she's like, seriously? And I was like, that's all I did. She was like, yeah, I gave that to her to do. And then she threw it onto you and then got mad when you didn't have time. I was like, I don't know what her issue
Oh
is.
my
And
God.
so I sent my boss the email, and then my boss forwarded it on to the big boss. And then I find out today that she was complaining about her doing like 15 renewals to hour 5. And my boss is like, how are we supposed to do them when she goes off, she takes them all, she doesn't give them to us.
Mhm.
And then she just flats out refuses to teach my other coworker how to do renewals. She
Oh
just
my.
flat out she refuses. So it's like she's playing games now. And I'm like,
Mhm.
well, we have a job to do, and she is a grown woman. So she better figure it out before I have to say something. Because, like, who does it? She's a grown woman. She's a mother. She has a 13-year-old child. She
Oh,
is a
she's like
grown
a
ass
mother, mother.
woman. Yeah,
Yeah.
she is like a grown woman. And she's over here playing these games because of what? Literally because of why?
She's
For no
unhappy.
reason. Like, I'm
It's her
saying,
own issue. It's her own issue. Yeah.
literally, what is,
I
oh,
mean,
and then
that's
she's,
okay. When people get upset like that, they have stuff going on in their life and they take it out on it.
but
It's
it's
always
like
that.
every day for
Always.
her.
No, because you never know what's going on in her life at home. That does it's not
Yeah.
an excuse, but it's just
No,
like
I know, but it's like I would be more sympathetic if she didn't absolutely treat me like ass.
yeah.
If she wasn't literally actively antagonizing me. Because like today I was in the middle of doing an inventory count, and like I guess someone came to our office to like buy some stuff, and she like walks over to my area. I'm obviously in the middle of counting this one item. It's like a ribbon or something. And she takes the bags. She like picks them up, she moves them because she needs the ladder. She doesn't say anything to me. She doesn't address me or anything. She doesn't say anything to me. She ignores that I'm there. She takes the bags that I'm counting and she goes to move them to another area. And I'm like, excuse me, what are you doing with that? I
Jeez.
say that. I'm literally, excuse me, where are you going with that? And she's like, oh, well, and I was like, yeah, I'm in the middle of counting that.
Was
She's
this
like,
after the
oh,
interaction?
yeah, this was today.
Oh, okay.
That her snapping at me was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So she's like, oh, well, and I was like, yeah, I'm in the middle of counting that. Like I bit back at her. I was like,
Well, I'm glad you're sticking up for yourself because and you made the complaint, so anything
yeah.
with her.
I was like, excuse me, I'm in the middle of
They
counting that.
probably talked to her already too.
Well, I hope so. And if they
Yeah.
haven't, they better do so soon because I'm not about to like what am I supposed to like mentally prepare myself during my hellish commute for verbal lashing at any given moment? Cause like why am I meant to not feel safe at work?
No, for
Just
real.
because of what? I literally didn't even do
And it's
anything.
like an office job too, so you shouldn't be in the like a hostile
Exactly. Like
situation, you
she
know?
is so hostile for absolutely no reason. For no
Like
reason.
when it
We're
should
not
be like
doing
a
any
calm
life-saving work.
environment, you know?
Like, and also we run a social club. We're not like at a hospital. This isn't life
No, for real.
urgency. Like, this isn't emergency situations. It is rich people wearing ribbons and paying way too much money for dinners. Like, it's literally not that serious. And you're gonna come over here and what, antagonize a 20 something year old? How ridiculous is
I don't
that?
know,
Like,
some
it's
people
so
are just so
stupid. Like,
unhappy.
I'm literally like sat there livid. Like, I'm
Think
sat
about
there
her
mad as hell.
family, man. She must be awful to be around.
And the thing is that I've literally met her husband works on the campus that we are
Oh,
on,
okay.
and he seems like the calmest, nicest guy ever.
But it's
And
always
like
like that. The calm guy always has the crazy girl.
she's like, the thing is that it's not even that I don't respect her. Like, I do respect her because she gets shit done and she gets the members to like pay because sometimes they can be penny pinchers, and she like gets shit done. But why are you like antagonizing people? Why are you like fighting with like literally what like what is your problem? Seriously. Like one of these days I'm actually going to be like, what is your issue? And my boss flat out told me, she was like, if she ever asks you to do something, don't do it. Tell me. I was
Yeah,
like, I wasn't going to.
yeah.
And I told her, I was like, how are you going to expect me to do something for you, but then treat me like that?
No, for
Because
real.
I have no issue doing tasks. I always do tasks. I literally have no problem doing something for her. I have no issue. I don't care. But you don't talk to me like that and then expect me to complete something for you. Go fuck yourself,
Exactly.
genuinely. Anyways, super long week recap, but I had a
It
lot
was
to
a
cover. It was a very crazy week.
yeah
Um, let's talk about our topic,
topic.
which should be
Well,
fun.
I feel like both of our pictures kind of give an example of our topic, crushes.
Crush, 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 crush. Nothing
Crush
compares
Fluttershy.
to
Crusher.
the quiet evening alone. That was Paramore.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Um, Crush, Crush, Crush by Paramore.
Hmm.
That's such a good song.
Crushes. I miss having a crush.
You
I
don't
have
have a crush right now?
no. I feel incapable of feeling anything
You
romantic.
know what? I get that. You don't
It's
even have
out
like
of me.
a passing fancy.
No, and not right
No,
now. I used to. It's just been through some stuff where I just can't feel that anymore. But I miss it. I love
you're
like
on you're on like hiatus from that.
yeah, well, it might be permanent, who knows. But
Well, I mean, I think, I know people like make the joke. It's like, what am I supposed to do if I don't have a crush at all times? And like, while on one hand, I'm like, yeah, that's really funny, and like I get that. On the other hand, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to not have a crush at all times, because what I think is that, if you're not really like feeling any, like if you're not having a crush or like whatever it is, maybe that's like your body and mind telling you like, okay, well maybe you should be having a crush on yourself and focusing on
oh yeah.
yourself for a second,
You know what? The
especially like,
of a crush and like it's more fun than an actual relationship because it's like it has ups and downs. I feel like
yeah,
and it's like not for sure and there's always this like mystery in it. I feel
but
like
also
having a
like,
crush is so fun and it gives you
yeah, and like I feel
oh,
like crushes, they're not like, there's no commitment.
yes, that's what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah,
free, but it's so fun, to have a crush. And that's
yeah,
why
because
I'm
there's like
glad that I
fantasy involved and stuff like that.
yeah, and yeah.
It's less like, because it's like sometimes when you have a crush, it's less because you actually want to be with the person, and more because it's like,
Fun.
it's just fun.
A little fun thing. You got any crushes right now?
Um,
Some crushes. You get some
a
crushes.
little bit, a little bit.
Tell us all your crushes right now. Names,
No,
address, everything.
blood type.
Mm,
No. I mean, like, I guess I do, but like, I also don't.
yeah.
Um, I have attractions, I guess. Like, if like, I don't know. I feel like it's hard to like classify a crush. Like, because would you classify a crush as like someone you know
No, you
at
can have
least a little bit? Like, or would
no,
you
you don't
classify
have
a
to
crush
know
as just
someone.
being attracted to someone?
It could be both. Okay, because you
I
can have
guess.
a celebrity crush,
Yeah.
and then you
Well,
can have
that's what I mean
a
because
crush on
these things
someone
are different.
you know? They're different, but they're also like a crush is an attraction to someone, I feel like.
Yeah, but I feel like there is
And
a
an
very
interest.
stark difference
Yeah.
to from crush and attraction because it like I could be, let's say like um I could be attracted to like Pete Davidson, for example,
But you don't have a
but
crush.
I don't have a crush on him.
You're right. That is a good. Well, I feel like okay, attraction
Like
is
they
part
can
of
go hand in
listen,
hand, you
listen.
know?
Yeah, it's part of a crush, but it doesn't make it specifically a crush.
Yeah.
Because I feel like people who I have a crush on, I am attracted to, but there's also an interest further than the attraction.
Exactly. It's like I want to know what their
Interest and
favorite movie
attraction.
is.
Yeah.
Yes, like I want to know what their favorite song is. I want to know what their
And I
favorite
feel like
color
there's a touch of
is.
obsession. Because I
A
feel like
little,
when you crush
yeah.
on
I
someone,
feel
it's
like
like having an
yes.
obsession with them.
I
Or
feel
maybe
like
I
that
get obsessed.
honestly, I don't think at first. I feel like there's like levels to a crush, you know? Like
It glides
at
into
first it could just yeah, I feel like unchecked like it could turn into like an obsession,
mm-hmm.
you know? Like oh my God, like whatever it is, but I do feel like at its core, a crush is simply like I like how this person looks, but I'm also interested in their personality or I'm interested in
Their
their
interest.
interests
Yeah.
or like, just stuff like that, what their favorite food is, like just stuff like that. But then the longer it goes, especially if you don't like
Act.
find an outlet for it or even like confess, like, hey, I have feelings for you or hey, I'm interested in
Oh,
you. Would you
have you
want to go
ever
out with me?
confessed a crush to your crush?
Yes,
Like you have?
I have.
Oh my God.
I had a guy friend in middle school and I had a bit of a crush on him and obviously like I was friends with him so like I knew him and like he was cute to me at the time and we got along, we had like similar humor and so I told him that I liked him and he said like he was like thank you but I don't really see you like that and we stayed friends after that. He was like really nice about it. He's like I feel bad. I was like don't feel bad. But after that the crush went away.
Hey,
So it's like, you know.
yeah.
So honestly, I don't know. I like I haven't really like had actual crushes since like school, you
Mm.
know. I feel like when you get taken out of like a school,
The crushes stop.
yeah, like and I'm not talking about like celebrity crushes, like obviously I have celebrity crushes,
But
like
like
Dev
every day,
Patel, Jeremy. Yeah,
like
like seeing like going to like
I have
seeing
to,
someone and
yeah. Well, for me, I feel like I develop crushes on people that I know, like still to this day.
yeah,
So, like, I don't know, the last relationship I was in, when I first started talking to him, I developed a crush on him, and then it turned into something more. But like,
yeah,
like, I don't know, it was a crush first though, is the thing.
yeah, yeah, I
So
get you.
yeah,
See,
yeah,
for me, it's that like I am similar to that, like getting to know them and it's like you learn stuff about them and you're like, oh, I'm starting to like have feelings. Like I feel like that's normal. But
yeah.
like for me, when it comes to like the people I'm like friends with that like I worked with or like whatever it is, like I haven't really had any like attraction to them. So
Oh,
it's
I
like,
forgot about workplace crushes. I've had too many of those.
have
Oh, they
you?
go far.
I
Yeah.
haven't.
Oh my, when I work, okay, I go boy crazy sometimes. So if I work with a cute boy, sometimes
Really? I'm just kidding.
really? No, the one job I had, I was obsessed with this guy,
Ooh,
like obsessed. I literally thought me and him were gonna date. Like I had the fattest crush on him. I loved the way he smelled. He was literally dumb. He was a himbo, and he was in a
okay,
relationship.
but those are
So it ended
great.
up, well, it ended up being bad because he was in a relationship. So, but I had the hugest crush on him until the day I started working there. I was like, he is so everything I want, but he was not. But also, like, I always get a workplace crush, even if I don't like the person. I'm just like, it's fun for me.
I
New
get it. Yeah.
workplace, will I get a crush? I guess we'll find out.
I guess like I had like an almost crush at my old job when I worked at Urban.
An almost crush. You have a crush on a customer? I used to,
Mm-mm.
oh my God, all the time.
I used to get hit on by a customer, but No, so it's like a guy that I worked with. The reason why I say it's an almost crush is because like he would work there during like vacation time for school because he went to school in the city.
Mm,
So, and by city I mean New York City. So, he would work during like off time. So it's like he wasn't there enough. We didn't work together enough for me to actually develop a crush. But like he was kind of cute and like he was cool and he was really nice and we were like besties. But like eventually it kind of like,
fizzled out.
yeah, it fizzled out. And I think it was more so like he was like new to me. It was really funny because we actually got hired at the same time, but only met like a couple weeks before he was going back to like school. So that's like it was like really funny because we're like, wait, he was like, "Oh, are you new?" And I was like, "No, I thought you were new." And he was like, "No, I came on this time." And I was like, "That's literally when I came on." And he was like, "We've been here the entire time together and we didn't even know."
Oh,
But it was really funny. He's so cool. I miss him. Um,
oh.
maybe I'll have to go visit that store to see if he'll be there because I do
Should.
miss
And then you
him.
could be like, here's my number.
No, I don't have interest
Oh,
in
wait,
him
no.
anymore. I
Yeah.
just miss him as like a friend. Like he's so cool. He has like such good vibes.
Oh,
For a Capricorn. But
I
uh
Florence.
but yeah, I mean like that's like really the last person I even remotely had like a workplace crush on.
Mm,
Um honestly like I've I've honestly been more focused on myself
mm,
and loving myself and having
that's
a
cool.
crush on myself, um, which has been paying off. Um, because now I'm like, now I'm ready. You know, now I'm like, okay, where's my schmuckums? You know,
Yeah.
it's my relationship. I'm ready for that. Do you okay? Do
What?
crushes like okay? So do you have like I have to think about how to phrase this. You know
Yeah.
how like what I touched on before about like how some crushes exist just to stay as crushes, or some crushes exist and it's like you would want that to go further.
Yeah.
Do you have a way of like telling like what's the defining thing for
Yeah, I
you?
feel like okay, sometimes a crush like I'll have like it's like not a real crush, it's just because I'm bored. Or
Yeah.
I'll have a crush where I really do want it to go like forward. The difference is I feel like one feels more like passionate than the other. At least
Yeah.
me, like I would go further for the one that I want more with than I would someone who is just like a passing crush, like someone I'm just like,
Yeah. Like you
oh,
like feel it in your chest.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I totally get
Get the
that.
butterflies, the anxiety.
Or just like that feeling of like it's like a string, I guess.
Yeah,
Where it's like, you know, I get that. Yeah. Do you have like what are your let's get to the fun bits.
the fun bit.
What are your celebrity crushes?
Oh,
What do you look for in a celebrity
well,
crush?
no, I could tell you some of my celebrity crushes. Okay, let's get into this. Seth Rogen. What? Who said that? Who said
No,
that?
I see it though. I get
No,
it.
I love him. No, like I'm in
He's
love.
goofy.
No, I literally, he's the most attractive man I've ever seen in my
Well,
life.
he's
Oh, he's
goofy.
goofy. He's silly. I feel like
That's what
he
makes him
was a good
attractive.
hug and like he'd be so cuddly. Who else? Sacha Baron Cohen. We know that.
100%. I agree.
Oh, oh, okay. Rob from Inhaler. Who said that? Oh my God, he's so cute and tall.
We're getting serious.
Next year. That's a real one.
That
Um,
is a real
that
one.
is a real one. I think he's cute and I think he's funny,
But
probably.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's like what's the word? He's like quick, you know?
Oh, he's so witty and quick.
Yeah, and I think that's I like when someone like you can actually like have a conversation with them. Like he's the type of person that I could see like,
No,
you know,
literally, no,
spending hours.
when we were talking with him before, like he was
Oh
so
yeah, yeah.
quick-witted
He
and he
was
was just
so
like,
cool.
I was like, wait a minute.
He was a lot of fun to talk to, I
He
have to say.
was. Yeah, he would be a cool friend to have as well. Like, I
Yes,
don't have a
he's
crush on
probably
him, but
so
I kind of want to be
he's
his best friend. Like, that's
no,
a
literally like he's probably so fun to like go out and like to like a bar or like go to a
or
concert
club.
with. Like, you know, just like do like cool stuff like that and just like
I
have
feel like
fun
you do some
and
dumb
shit.
shit and it'd just be
Oh
good.
my God. But it would be like fun.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Like
Um, yeah, I'm trying to think
who
of
else?
I don't even know. That's all I can think of off the noggin right now. What about you?
Oh
We can
boy.
tread lightly on this though. We can keep
Me
some.
in the hot seat. Um, let's see. Okay, well, Nick O'Malley from Archie Monkeys. Obviously, I
I didn't
love
know that was
Adele.
a crush. Oh my
I
God.
love Adele. The thing is, you know what's so sexy about him? He is silent.
Yes,
I
man.
love a man who knows how to be quiet. No, but I think he's very like he just like seems I was actually just having this conversation with a friend of mine. I I tend to because I guess I'm so like out there, I tend to gravitate towards people who seem a lot more like calm and
Yeah.
relaxed. So it's
Yeah.
like the people that I tend to gravitate towards to like have a crush on or be attracted to, I guess. It's like they seem like quiet and not like cowardly. Like there's like a quiet confidence, like there's still a personality and a confidence there, but
Yeah.
it's like they're more chill and like relaxed, because I am so like like kind of crazy and like all over the place and like, boom boom
You're
boom boom.
crazy and all over the place.
What? So it's like I tend to reach for that. Like Timothy Chalamet is another one. He just seems like a chill dude. Like you could like
And he's
relax.
sexy as hell.
Oh my God, yeah. He's so cool.
He's the prettiest.
I like he's just so cool. I don't know. I just want to know him. Like he's just such a
Well,
cool.
I had such a flip flop on Timothy Chalamet. I used to have the fattest crush on him, and then it faded. I don't know what it is
I
about
get it.
him.
I
He
don't
like
know.
lost it for me, but I think it's just me. I
Yeah.
changed what I
See,
love.
the thing is, I just like honestly for me, like it's less of like he's so hot now and more so like he's just neat. Like I think he's so funky. Like I think he's just fun. I don't know. Like I want to get to know him. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Oh, Albert from the Strokes. Love him. Love him. Once again, I love a DILF.
Mm,
Um, I'm like trying to decide who I want to air out. Um, who else? I don't know.
Jeff Buckley?
Yes, I guess I could count him as a crush. It kind of hurts to count him as a crush,
Yeah,
though.
that's true. I mean, you can have crushes on people who have passed.
I guess. I do love him though because like I love a sensitive man and like
Yes.
he seemed very sensitive like reading I follow like a Jeff Buckley archive account and sometimes they post like things that he's written and stuff like that and it's like he has such like a way with words and it's like really
True.
poetic and like he's just very raw and honest and also his music is amazing and he's very attractive.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he could be one of my crushes. Yes, I would say.
Have you ever had a crush on someone you're not physically attracted to, but they have a good personality or you like have good chemistry?
I'm not sure. I'm like literally not sure actually. I don't think
Sometimes
so.
sometimes I get confused on whether I'm actually like physically attracted to someone or if the chemistry is just so good. You know what
The
I mean?
thing, yeah, no, I totally get you. I just like I don't know, like it's really difficult for me because I have to like be in some way attracted to someone and like find them interesting. Because
Mm,
it's like even if I'm attracted to someone, like I've gone on dates with guys where it's like I was attracted and then we went on the date and I was like, you are so boring. And I got like an ick and I immediately was like, I have no interest in it. You're not attractive to me anymore.
right.
Or like yeah, so it's like it really I feel like I'm so susceptible to an ick. Like I feel like it's funny, but like I feel like any wrong turn, like if I were to have like like if I were to let's just say if I were to go on a date with Timothy Chalamet and he were to like chew with his mouth open or like do something that seems like really small and like unimportant,
Gives you the ick.
Yeah, it would give me the
Now,
ick.
I have a question about the ick because I actually wanted to talk about this. When you get the ick, is it a permanent like you're not attracted to them at all anymore, it's totally over, or is it just a passing thing? You're like, "Oh," for like a minute and then you're like back on it.
I've had both.
Hmm.
Like I've had moments where it's like I learned something about someone and it's not like a bad thing or anything. It's just like something kind of like funny and weird and awkward. But like I've learned it. I've been like it kind of is like a moment where you're like, "Oh yeah, that person is human." And then it's like a weird like and then it kind of like evens out and it's like, "No, but like I do that too, so who cares?"
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then but then it's like I have gotten times where it's like with Alex Turner for a second, right? Years ago, I used to be like, he is so hot. But like now it's like he is my father. You know,
Yeah.
now it's like I
He
stopped
went
finding
from
him attractive.
what
He
was
went
it?
from oh yeah, the like I'll have your daughter home by this time, right?
Yeah.
So it was like reversed for
Yeah.
me. So it's like at first I did find him attractive and it's like I'm not like I'm not naive to be like he's not an attractive he's an attractive man, he's very handsome, but
Yeah.
it's like it's a
But
different sort
it's
of attractive
no,
to
I
me now.
agree because I used to be attracted to him like that as well, but I don't see him like that at all anymore.
Yeah, now he's
So we were talking about the ick.
yes.
It can
Are
be
there any specific icks you have?
no, they come at random times for me because,
Mm.
I'm very like, I rarely get the ick. I mean, obviously I'll get the ick if it's like an actual like say if I'm seeing someone and they say something like really against my morals,
It
that
has to
will
be an apocalyptic ick for you.
yeah. Or you know what? Something weird. The first time okay, this is a little bit personal, but my ex met my family, and in the moment he was meeting my family, I got the ick really bad, and I don't know why.
You should have leaned into that.
Yeah, I should have. But like that was like a weird thing to give me the ick, I thought. I'm like, well, this is a good moment. Well, it was at the time. But like,
Maybe
why?
it was more intuition than
It might
ick.
have been, but I just like I was like, oh, this is gross. Nasty. What the hell? Like I was like unattracted. I was like, ooh.
Why
I
are you meeting my fit? Like
no,
that's
literally,
so
like,
funny.
oh,
I
ew.
get that though.
But like,
Um,
I feel like that was one of the times I got that like the ick the most, and I didn't know
mm,
why. But I don't get the ick very often. What
interesting.
about you? You said like chewing with mouth open or like,
Yeah, like I feel like I said, like I am very susceptible to an ick. I feel like it does happen to me like immediately.
mm,
Um, like I've had crushes where it's like I've learned many like strange things or like seemingly awkward things about the person that I had a crush on.
yeah.
But like it didn't really phase me. Like I laughed and I was like, actually, that's so real, you know? And then like moved on. So then I'm like, okay, well, this is like an actual genuine crush versus like I've um like oh, okay. It's like really stupid stuff. Like
Mm.
I went on this date with this guy who was like my age, but like he dressed like a millennial. And like I had such a major ick. Like I was like, you are like 20. What are you doing in like Chelsea boots and skinny jeans and a quiff? Like, can we
Yeah,
get
I
it
totally
together,
get that.
please?
That
What
was
is it? Like 2016? Like, can we figure it out? Because what is that?
you know what I thought of an ick.
What?
So you know how people around our age, especially men, they like have this certain lingo where they're like, bet, that's fire. Like stuff like that. When they
Yeah.
talk like that, it literally gives me the ick. Like I can't communicate with them. It literally throws me off. Like it's so disgusting to me.
I guess like I don't have an issue with that. I guess because like that is just um that's just what I'm used to hearing.
Yeah. I don't know.
Also, I feel like
Like
the
I
I
guess
feel like the
language.
only time I feel like that the only time it would technically be an ick to me is because that's AAVE. So it's like because of that like it's so weird when like white guys say
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
And
but
it's like
I also mean like I feel like young white guys, especially, like they grasp onto stuff like that, but they also like constantly repeat it, and it's not like you're having a conversation. It's like I was
Yeah.
seeing this guy like a couple weeks ago, and I known him for a while, but we never really met up in person before. And then I met up with him, and the way he talked literally did not match like what I was
Yeah.
expecting, and it was like that. Like he just would like speak in catchphrases and like
Yeah, like
all kinds of stuff like that.
it feels like disingenuous.
It's just like, do you know how to have a conversation? Like, what's
Yeah.
going on right now? Like,
I
I
feel
don't
like
know.
here's the thing. I feel like you can tell when people speak like that because that's how they speak versus like when people speak like that because that's how they want to speak. You know what I mean?
Maybe, but I feel like it's a lot of like college kids who end up
Yeah.
like
No,
that.
I
It's
totally
it's
get
just it's
you.
just how a lot of the youth speaks. But I feel like maybe I'm just not used to that because I hang out with a lot of older people. So I feel like
Yeah, see,
I don't grasp onto that. But then again, I do a
it's
similar
also
thing with
like
like
regional
slay.
too.
Like slay. I
Oh
constantly
my
say
God,
slay,
me and
slay,
you
slay all
say
the
it
time.
like I say it literally every second of the
But I
day.
feel like slay, okay, it could be
Well,
used for many things. It means like okay, or you agree with something,
yeah,
or it means like something's good.
it's
It's
versatile.
yeah, it is.
Also, it's slay. Like, I don't know. I
Yeah.
think everyone should use slay. But
Okay.
like, I guess like what you're referring to, like, it's also regional. So it's like I'm used to hearing it all the time, and I've
Yeah.
like been used to hearing it for like half my life. Like that's just been how people talk. So it's like it's not like odd to me, but I could understand because like every region has its own like slang, right? So it's like
Yeah.
your region probably has its own slang, but like obviously from Twitter, everyone uses like similar words. So it's like
Yeah.
when you have someone from, let's say, New York using like Florida slang, then it's like, what? You know, and then it's like a little
Yeah.
strange because it's like, oh, I'm not used to hearing that. But I could see in the same way that I feel like people get annoyed at slay, I could see how that could be
Yeah. That's
like
why I like
okay,
I feel like I probably give people the ick when I say slay all the fucking time. Or
or
yeah.
like yas.
But here's the other thing though, we use that like ironically, and it just
Yeah,
because
it's never
it's not
like
actually part
actually
of our
serious.
speech.
Like, and I feel like yeah, I feel like there is a difference. Like I love it when people can be like ironically cringe, but
Yeah.
also like actually like listen, being cringe is fun, you know? Be cringe. Who cares? But it's like I just feel like I guess like another ick of mine would be like someone who's pretending to be something that they're not, you know? It's
True.
so obvious. It is so obvious. And it's like it's so like grating.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, like when you see someone who's like actively trying to mold themselves into something that they are not, it's like, "Oh my God, what are you doing? Like you
Yeah.
don't look right." You know? Like you're not like the weird the energy is off, you know? Um, because it's like it's so obvious. But let's see what else. What's another ick? I'm trying to think.
You know
Um,
those shirts that are like they're almost like a dad shirt with the shorts combo. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like a button up that
oh
young
my, like
guys wear.
golf shirts.
Not even. It's got like strange patterns on it. Like it'll be like little corgis all over, like polka dots.
Oh my
You
God.
know exactly what I'm talking about. Or it's like
Yeah.
birds. I know
Yeah.
too many men that wear that with like a shorts combo. It's very European, but it's also like European on vacation.
It's very father. My
It's
dad
very
wears that
father, but
shit.
I feel like a lot of younger men these days, that's how you know if they're preppy or not. Preppy men give me the ick as well. But
Yeah.
like it's just like I don't know, that kind of combo throws me off. Mm,
See, the shirts, I'm gonna have to disagree because I think they're fun and I feel like they have a little bit of personality. And I think with the right styling they can
I
work.
don't
But
know.
like
I
the
think
that
that's
shirt
like
plus
a
the
red flag. You
shorts,
can tell if they're gonna like traumatize you.
yeah. If a guy looks like he shops at Vineyard Vines, get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Run away.
I'm gonna pretend
Turn
like I know, but
around. You don't know what Vineyard Vines
I don't
is?
think we have that
Is that
here.
an East Coast thing?
It might be.
Like a
Is it like a
northern East
Marshalls or
Coast?
is it like a
No,
Ross?
it's like so basically it's like a it's a preppy store.
Oh, okay. So
It's
like
very like it's very like Connecticut, like seaside Hamptons
okay, yeah,
chic.
yeah.
You know what
I
I
feel you
mean?
on that. I
So
get
it's like
you. It's
if
like the
you
Gap.
Yeah, it's very The Gap.
Okay.
It's very that. So
Old Navy.
yeah.
More
But
upper
like
class.
but yeah, but it's like Old Navy for like Fortune 500s.
Okay.
So it's like it's all like marine and seaside Hamptons,
Yeah.
like um that kind of stuff, you know. Um so if a guy looks like he's like that, I'm gonna have to leave. I don't know.
Mhm.
I feel like the thing is we've talked about this before. Like the guys we tend to go for tend to be like the bottom of the barrel.
For me, it's self-harm. Every guy I've been with has been self-harm. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any guy who has been with Lennon,
It's
do not
literally
take that as a compliment.
no, for real. I'm just saying it is self I swear it must be because I choose the worst of the worst. I'll be like, "Oh, this is bad." Yeah,
It's
it's
like the
bad,
universe is
whatever.
like trying to really spell it out for you.
And I'm like, "Oh."
You're like, wow, pretty red color.
No,
And
but
the
I'm not
universe
even
is
like that.
like,
I'm literally suffering right now. I literally
yeah.
live my life. And
You're
then I
like, I should leave. And I'm like, yeah. And then you're like, I won't though. And I'm like, oh boy.
what, me leaving? I could
See
never.
me, I guess like I'm like so like I have not had any relationships really. And like all the times that I've tried to like date have kind of not really worked out. Like I felt kind of like unfulfilled or like
Mm.
I felt more like a an experience than a person. So it's like it kind of like turned me off and like I don't really I can't really say from that point of view, but like I do get uninterested very quickly.
Yeah, but you know what? That's another ick when they treat you like an experience or they're like, you're not a
I
person
hate
to them.
feeling
It's
like
like
I hate
they're like,
feeling
oh,
like
you're really
something to look at.
cool. No, they because there's this type like I've recently experienced this, you know, like they get this obsession with you, but it's not really with you,
Yeah.
the idea of you. And it's
Yes.
because you're outgoing or your life is a little bit more interesting than theirs, and they get
Or
attracted
your
to that.
style is like a little
Yeah, right.
more
And
whatever.
so they're like, oh my God," but they don't care about you for real. They just like care about
No. You're like a
the
fairy tale
aesthetic
to
or
them.
the yeah, for real. And then when you actually try to have like a conversation or say anything, they don't hear it,
Yeah.
you know?
Like I literally like I remember going on a date with this guy and I felt so tired about talking about myself the entire time and I would try to like be like, okay, well what about you? Like tell me more about you, like try to get stuff out of him and he would like not talk. He'd be like, "Oh no, I have a boring life. What about you?" And then like he would just like be sitting there like, "Oh, I just want to like photograph you in this area in Brooklyn." And it's like, "Okay, are you looking for like a date or are you looking for a model? Because
Right.
unclear, you know? I hate feeling um like I hate when someone treats me as like something for their consumption, you know,
Yeah.
because that's what that makes you feel like. It makes you feel like you're sitting there and you're entertainment to them. I'm
Yes,
like, I did not sign up to be your entertainment for tonight.
for
I
sure.
signed up for a date. Like, I hate that. I hate that so much. It makes me feel like a freaking zoo animal. It's the worst. And it's like, you know, like I hate it so much. It gives me the ick.
Yeah, and I feel like some guys think that like people like to be treated like that because they're like, "Oh, wouldn't you want someone obsessed with you? Wouldn't you want
No.
someone?" No, you want
Okay,
someone
well,
to
there's
treat
a
you like an
difference.
equal. There's a difference in being
Yeah,
someone being obsessed with you and like viewing you as like an object to their own,
exactly.
like an accessory to
Like,
them. But like,
exactly.
I don't know. I feel like for a while I was like, "Oh, I really just want someone to be obsessed with me, give me a ton of attention all the time." But honestly, I just want someone to treat me like an equal.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
When I say that I want someone to be obsessed with me, it's not that I want someone to like consume me as like entertainment or whatever. It's that I want someone to like actively want to know about my interests, actively want to know
Take
about my
control.
day, want
Yeah,
to like, you know, hang out with me. Or when they go out to a store, if they see a book from an author that I like, take a picture, be like, hey, I thought of you.
yeah,
Or when they hear a song from my favorite artist, be like, oh my God, like this song came on and made me think of you. Or someone that'll just like call me and be like, hey, did you want to get dinner? Like someone that's thinking about me, someone that's like actively wanting to spend time with me, that knows me for me and isn't just like trying to like experience me. It's
Yeah.
it's hard to pinpoint it, but it's like I don't want to feel like um an a, a product. I don't want to feel like a toy that you've bought, you know.
Mhm.
I want to feel like someone that you actually want to know.
Yes.
But what's some other icks? Do you have any like really stupid icks?
I don't know. I think
Like really shallow icks?
well, like how people dress, I guess, or like
Yeah.
well, that it comes and goes. Like I don't know, music taste sometimes I get the ick like if it's just
Oh,
like
100%. I've unmatched with someone because they slander
like
Tranquility Base.
well that or like if they listen to like Imagine Dragons or some shit like that maybe
That's so
I'm like
real, actually.
right like I can't do it. It gets
Yeah.
okay, honestly, I'm not gonna I do a lot of like online dating and you can see their music taste right away. I will swipe
Yeah.
left if anyone has anything in like the top 10 hits or like anything like mainstream because I'm
I
pretty
can
the
kind
stuff.
of, that's kind of real. No, I kind of get
But
that.
then again, here's the gag. Well, the people who listen to the mainstream stuff are gonna treat you like shit too. But the people who are pretentious and listen to the pretentious shit are also gonna treat you like shit. So it's just
Yeah.
like, do I want to be treated by shit in an artsy
You're
way?
gonna get, yeah, in an artsy way.
Artsy way, or do I just want to like literally, I don't know, put like a pencil in my ear every time they play music?
Like, do you want to get treated to Mitski or do you want to get treated to like Megan Trainor?
Right, right.
No,
So
I totally get that. I'm very
ick for me because I'm very music based.
exactly. No, 100%. The thing is that like I don't mind if someone has a slightly different music taste than me, but as long as we
Yeah,
have like some overlapping artists,
yeah.
because I do love it when someone like recommends me new music or is
Share
like,
something with me.
"Hey, like I listened to this artist. I feel like since you also like this other artist that we both like, you'll like this person." Like I love that. I love it when people are like, "Hey, you should listen to this. It's right up your alley," and it's
Oh, it's
something new and I'm like, "Oh my God."
when you
But
date someone who has the same music taste as you exactly, because then it ruins all the music for you when it's over. Or
exactly.
if you have a crush on someone like that too.
Exactly, because it's
Badly.
like I don't want Arctic Monkeys to be ruined for me, you know what I mean? I don't think they ever could be, to be honest. What?
Me too.
Like I don't think Arctic Monkeys could ever be ruined for me because I
They were
enjoy them in a far more intellectual way than anyone else could.
well, no, for me, what I'm trying to do now, because the viewers don't know, I was in a relationship with someone who had a very similar music taste to me, and it ended poorly. But like our thing was Arctic Monkeys, me and him, and so
Damn.
it tainted it for me a little bit, and I can't listen to certain songs.
So now you're like unlearning that.
Yeah, I'm trying to really like I loved Arctic Monkeys before I met him, obviously, but I associated it with him for like months, so it's like
Yeah.
unlearning that. But I haven't been able to listen to them the same. Maybe that's why I didn't like the car. Ooh.
Maybe. Well, you liked a couple songs. I was watching, the YouTube channel Turning the Tables.
Is that with the dad and the
Yeah, the kid and his dad. I love that channel.
oh, me too. Because they both
I
have
love them.
interesting perspectives
Yeah, and it's like
about the play.
even if they dislike an album that I like or a song that I like, it's not like I'm not like mad about it because it's like they frame it in a certain way that it's not like this is mid. It's more like, oh, like I could understand why people would like this.
Yeah,
They
they're
talk
open-minded.
about, yeah, and it's less like I hate this is bad. It's more like this just wasn't my cup of tea, but I can recognize like how well done it is or the quality and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I was watching their review of Tranquility Base yesterday because they finally posted it. And
Oh, is that like a new one? Did
yeah,
they?
it was like the most recent upload.
Oh, I
Um
gotta check that out. Because I saw them react to the car, and I gotta.
yeah. The Tranquility Base one was interesting because like not to spoil it, but
You
the
can say,
dad didn't like enjoy it as much, I guess.
oh, I thought he would have liked it.
See, the thing is I'm not surprised that he didn't because
Does he like? car, so I thought he would like Tranquility
He
Base.
kind of liked the car, yeah, but he had the same, because I watched the car one as well. He had like the same criticism in both, where
Mm.
it's like the music he adored,
Yeah.
but the lyrics he was like not really connecting with.
Oh,
Like he was
I
having a
feel like
hard time
Tranquility
connecting
Base's
with that.
lyrics make more sense in the car. They're more like they tell more of a story.
See, here's my thing. The car is a little more straightforward. Tranquility Base is a little
I
more,
feel like it's the opposite. Well, no, I'm
oh,
lying. I'm lying because they're really straightforward in the car.
yeah, the car
Like,
is like pretty straightforward.
but
Tranquility Base is
also
a
I feel like the
concept album, so it's like really metaphorical and it's a lot of
you're right.
commentary and it's a lot of references. Like they were talking about in the video, they put it in better words than I could, but like it's a lot of like hidden meanings and stuff like that. It's a
You're
lot of
right.
stuff that you won't get on the first listen that
Have
like
to like
even now I'm
uh,
listening and I'm like, "Oh my God, I just caught that now. And this is a 4-year-old album, you know?" So it's like it's a lot of like subliminal messaging and stuff like that, which goes into play. Like the theme of the whole album is like commentary on all that kind of stuff, versus like the cards very straightforward and very like, even though like Alex Turner is just like fabulous writer, metaphorical, he loves metaphors and cool stuff like that. um it's a lot easier to just be like, oh, I know exactly what he was saying here, or I have an idea of what he was going for here, versus like
yeah.
Tranquility Base, it's like Shakespeare, like a sonnet. Anyways, not to make this about Arctic Monkeys. We just love them. They're my emotional support millennials.
Hmm.
Um,
I'm trying to love them again, you know.
I have a very specific and super shallow ick, and
Okay,
it's really funny.
let's hear it.
Um, so and it's funny because like my brother does this, because my brother is technically Gen Z, but like when people are one generation,
Wait, what year
but
was your brother born?
97,
Oh, yeah, you're right.
he's like very beginning of Gen Z.
I hate that year. Anyway.
Anyways,
I'm just evil today. I'm evil.
I hate that year too. um so when like someone is one generation but like they have such raging vibes of another generation,
Hmm.
I hate it when like a Gen Z has such like raging millennial vibes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I hate to say it, but like Ryan from Inhaler.
Yeah,
He is
completely.
the most millennial Gen Z I've ever
So is that what
encountered.
gives you the ick is like
Yeah, like
millennial vibes? Or just
it's
any of
weird.
their
Like why are you like 22 and like
nom nom nom.
have like the vibe of like a 30-year-old, you
Don't talk
know?
to me before I get my coffee.
No, like literally, like, oh, look at that small pupper. You know what I mean? Like, shut the hell up. Like, literally, what? Like just that kind of vibe of like, uh, like
BuzzFeed quiz.
what?
It's a BuzzFeed quiz.
Yeah, that like BuzzFeed quiz Vine type shit. Like I miss Vine. Like, get over it. We don't care.
Yeah.
I just that oh my God, that gives me such an ick. Like I don't know what it is. Because the thing is that listen, I don't know much about Inhaler. I really don't know much about him. I have this like feeling that Ryan is younger than me.
He is.
Like I think he is.
I actually
And
don't know. I was born.
I have no idea. I just know that they're close, like all of them are like around my age, but I think it's like two of them are born the same year as me and then two of them were born in 2000 or something. I don't remember. But like I heard that sometime. But it's like I feel like he's like younger than me, but it's like he feels like a 35-year-old, like I look at him and I'm like, that is a 35-year-old. Like you were supposed to be born like 10 years earlier. Like what do you like,
Yeah.
you know like he looks like, oh, I don't know. I feel I feel bad because I'm not like ragging on him, but it's such like a specific energy that I can't kick it. Like every time I look at him, I'm like, what? And I feel like it's the haircut.
Maybe. The new haircut.
Yeah, because he did not have this vibe with the long hair.
He cut off his youth.
Yeah, he
He's
cut his
no
hair and
more.
now he's like 40.
Yeah.
Like, what is going on?
Ryan watching this like my favorite podcast is making fun of my
I'm
hair.
sorry. I'm
Wait,
sorry,
no, my
Ryan.
favorite podcast making fun of my hair?
Not you trying to do an accent. That's so funny.
Crying.
Ryan, Ryan, I'm so sorry. No, I'm not. You're Virgo. Who cares? I'm just kidding. Um, I am an anti-Virgo man person. I have
I
to specify Virgo man because my one of my best friends is a Virgo, but she's not a man. And she's slay. She's slay. So it's okay.
I need
But
a
I
big
am anti-Virgo man.
big
Another ick of mine is Virgo man. Julian Casablancas.
mm-mm-mm.
Oh, let's talk about his DM because that is such an ick.
Yeah. I
Did
feel
you
like when
see that
older
DM?
men, yeah, I feel like when older men, sometimes when they speak, I'm just like, ugh. It's same with younger people too.
It
Like I
had
get a lot
like
of like
such milady tipping fedora
the lady.
energy.
Oh, there's something.
Oh, I kind of loved it. I kind of was obsessed with it, but it's also so cringy. It was so funny. Did you see? Okay, everyone copied it and like commented it under his
Oh, I didn't
Instagram.
see that. I haven't
You
seen
did it?
that.
It was like that was all the comments. People were just commenting that like message that he sent. Oh my god, it was so funny. That is such an ick though, because it's like he's literally 41. And it's like what?
Is he that young?
the Yeah, he's 40 something.
Yeah. Yeah, he's old. Anyway, I hate old people. Old people blabber. Blah blah
Uh,
blah.
oh my god. The senior abuse. No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding. No, but like I'm trying to think of other icks I have.
do you get an ick of people who have icks?
No, because it's
Mm,
understandable. Because I
yeah.
feel like every ick I've seen is like, I get that. Like that's understandable.
Yeah, you know what ick I have? Like ketchup crusties on the side of the mouth. You know, specifically ketchup. You know, it's like a toddler.
No, I get it. No, I literally get
Um,
it so bad.
or like bad morning breath, but everyone has that. But like imagine
Yeah.
like I've been in situations where I wake up next to someone and they want to kiss me and I'm like, get away from me, get away from me.
Oh, no, that's like literally one of my worst nightmares. I
Yeah,
would get an ick so quickly. I'd be like,
listen,
can you like do your full routine
this one guy
first?
ate beans, didn't brush his teeth. Next morning, tried to kiss me, and I'm like, he had bean breath, and I'm like, get it away.
I would
I was like, my lips
that
sunk
makes
back in.
uh you were
It
like
was bad.
more.
I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom, man. Here, take a breath mint.
It's an ick for me hating Hello Kitty.
Yeah,
I love her.
she's
She's my
kind of
queen.
slay. She has
She's everything.
she's really cool.
I
She
love
has
her.
art. You know, I'm gonna go to the Sanrio store for my sister's birthday. I'm excited.
Oh my god. Is there one in Florida?
There's multiple ones in Florida.
If I come visit you,
We gotta
we need to
go.
go.
Well, we gotta find one near Orlando, but I found one like an hour away from me down south, and it's like it's nice. It's
Oh my
big. It's
god.
at a
I don't
mall.
think I've never been in a Sanrio store.
No, me neither. That's why I'm excited to go. But my
Oh
little
my
sister
god.
really wanted to go for her birthday, so I'm
I
like,
have to see if there's one in New York because
yeah.
I feel like that place would have it.
Oh, for sure. There's a huge one there. I'm pretty sure.
I feel like there is. I just have not
Yeah, just
checked.
just Google it and it will show you the closest one. There might be some where you live too, because I was surprised there were any here.
Honestly, I don't think so.
I
Not
don't
where
know.
I am. I feel like the closest would probably be New York because they
Oh
have
yeah.
stores like that. But anyways,
Yeah.
what's another ick of mine?
Um.
I feel like I have so many. I'm just like I sometimes okay, here's my issue. I feel like sometimes I magnify an ick just to get over a crush.
Yeah.
Like I'm kind of like how many times will I say like in a sentence? Let's count.
Mhm.
Take a shot every time I say like. Um I feel that sometimes if I have a crush on someone, mentally I'll be over it, right?
Yeah.
I'll be like enough. This has gone on long enough. I cannot think. I need to move on. And if they do something that's like minorly icky that I usually would be like, okay, whatever, and like move on like the next day, I magnify it and I'm like, that's actually the most horrific thing ever. And I need to get away from this person. This person is disgusting. And then I get out of there and I move on with my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you do that sometimes? Do you think you do that sometimes?
Yeah, I 100% do that all the time. I will take any fault of a person, not even ick. I'll take a fault and make it extreme to make myself stop liking someone. But it's hard because
Yeah,
I get
sometimes
attached.
sometimes it does not work
No.
and it's kind of annoying.
Yeah. No, I want a crush. Now I'm like, man, I wish I had a crush on someone.
Well,
But like,
Rob.
no, but like, yes, I have a crush on Rob, but I mean someone in my everyday life.
Yeah.
Like, well, I mean, I don't
Well,
know though.
get your ass up and work.
Oh, maybe. I mean, someone has a crush on me right now,
Oh
and
my
I'm
God,
like,
seriously?
you know who has a crush on me?
I do know how to, yeah.
Yeah, and
I
like,
thought it was a new person.
no. Well, it's weird when someone has a crush on you, you don't feel the same, but you still play into it a little bit because I'm evil, and that's
See,
what
I
I do.
wouldn't do that because that would give me an ick.
Well, yeah, it should give me the ick, but I'm in a weird place right now.
You're in a vulnerable place right
I
now.
actually am, so technically I'm a victim. Anyway, well, yeah, low key though. I feel like I'm like I'm using this person, but then technically they're using me. Um,
Just get a Sanrio plush.
no, for real. I'm gonna date a
That's the
Santa
answer.
Claus.
Oh my God, date Pom Pom Purin.
That's my fave. How'd you
That's
know?
literally your boyfriend. You guys
Literally.
are dating. That's literally your boyfriend.
Bestiality on the podcast?
Oh,
More likely than you think.
okay, but out of all the Sanrio characters, who do you have the biggest crush on?
The penguin.
Oh my God, he's so
He was
cute.
my favorite since I was like little. I
He
used
is
to
so
make him
so
out of
so cute.
clay. Oh my god.
Oh my God. I think my crush is
Hello Kitty
on.
boyfriend? You ever seen him? Biker
Oh my
boy?
God, Dear
Oh,
Daniel.
he's hot. He can hit
Slay.
it.
Dear Daniel is a he him lesbian, and I love that for him.
Yeah.
Hello Kitty is a lesbian. It was her birthday not that
The other
long
day. Yeah.
ago. Her and Mimi,
Are they
queens.
twins?
I think so.
Mimi's
They
so
have
cute.
the same birthday.
I
She's
used to
so
always
cute.
love Mimi.
Oh my God, and I used to love Hello Kitty. They're literally us.
Hmm.
Yas. We're also My Melody and Kuromi.
Yes. But who's who?
I feel like based on your style, you're Kuromi.
Yeah.
I'm like staring at like my giant My Melody Squishamallow and like my poofy purple like princess dress, and I'm like, I wonder who is who. like,
Yeah.
I wonder. I love them.
They don't give me the ick.
No, they could never. They're
Mm-mm.
too slay.
That's true.
I love them. Sanrio is ickless.
This episode went in so many places.
This episode, we
It went from crushes to
traversed
icks to Sanrio.
to Arctic Monkeys,
Oh yeah.
of
And me
course.
complaining about my ex relationship more than I
Yeah.
but I'm in a mood today. How to let it out.
Well,
It's
it's
real.
about time to wrap it up.
Oh yeah, we can wrap it up.
Um,
Thanks
let
for
us know
listening.
what your icks are, what your celebrity crushes are.
Yeah,
We're
tell
very curious. We want to snoop and we want to judge you.
me.
Do you find Julian Casablancas hot? Let us know. And if you ever want to get over a crush, imagine your crush farting.
And imagine sucking that far up.
No.
No. Anyway,
Enough.
that, that's it. That's
we're
the end.
we're kind of losing it.
Yeah,
Um
I'm sleepy.
so stay slay,
Stay slay, stay yas.
serve, y'all
Serve.
slay the house down boots,
Yeah.
cunty. Bye.
Bye bye. 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 Bye.